I'm going to do is the exterior inspection of your truck, and I apologize if I say bus, it's just a habit. Okay, first I'm going to look and I'm going to see that my truck is level, it is not leaning to the left or to the right. Then I'm going to squat down and I'm going to see that there are no puddles of fluid underneath, therefore no fluid leaks. Then I'm going to come back up to the top and with my pointer, up there on my truck, I have 2 amber clearance lights. They are not cracked or damaged. They are not loose. They are the proper color. And then up here on my cab, I have 5 amber clearance lights. They are not cracked or loose or damaged. They are working correctly. Okay. Then I'm going to go to my mirrors. My mirrors, the bracket is on securely, no loose or missing bolts. I have my flat mirror, which is secure, as well as my convex mirror. They are not cracked and they are clean. Okay, then I'm going to erase that. What I'll do is my lights first, and then I'll go to my mirrors. Okay, so my lights, my windshield is clean. It is not cracked. The rubber seal gasket around it is secure, not damaged. I have my inspection sticker, which is up to date. I have no illegal stickers on my truck. My windshield wipers are securely mounted. They are not loose or cracked. Okay, then I have my 2 amber turn signals as well as my 4-way flashers. I've got my headlights, 2 headlights. My lenses are intact. They are secure, not damaged. My headlights are white, high and low beam. My grill is intact. There's nothing impeding the airflow of my grill. It is not damaged. It is mounted securely, no loose or missing screws. My front bumper is securely mounted to the frame. It's bolted securely. It is not cracked or damaged. I have my license plate. It is securely bolted and easily visible. Okay, then I guess I would go and do my mirrors, okay? Make sure you do both mirrors though. And since I already did that one, this mirror on the passenger side is also, the bracket is securely mounted, bolted tight, no loose or missing parts, not damaged. My flat and my convex mirrors are bolted securely. My glass on my mirrors is not cracked or loose, and they are clean. Okay, now at this time I'd like to go ahead and open the hood. Are these turn signals here?
Hold on the other side.
Got it? Monica, are these size turn signal markers there?
Yeah, I believe so.
So here I'm going to, my air filter is securely mounted. There's nothing impeding the flow of air. It is not cracked or damaged. And here I have my air filter gauge, which monitors and lets me know when I need to clean it. Okay, I'm not sure about all the parts from the truck. Here is my my AC compressor. Okay, my AC compressor is securely bolted on. It is not cracked or damaged, so it's securely mounted. My AC compressor is belt driven. Now, if I were to push on the middle of the belt would not give more than 3 belt is not cracked or frayed. Must say it is not cracked or frayed. My alternator is also belt driven, and my alternator is securely bolted down. It is not cracked or damaged. I know, what a smart idea. Woohoo, thanks. Okay, and then here I see that all of my hoses are securely clamped, and none of my hoses have any abrasions, bulges, or cuts, which would indicate a leak. All of my wires are connected securely and have a conduit around them. I do not see any burn marks, or I do not smell any burning on any of my wires. Okay, my radiator is intact. It's mounted securely. It is not leaking or damaged in any way. My fan belt, the blades are all secure. The fan moves easily, and none of my blades are cracked, damaged, or missing. It goes to the water pump is over here. It's also belt driven, and it is not, my water pump is on securely. It is not cracked or damaged or missing any bolts. And once again, the same belt, we've already checked its safety. Reservoir. It is intact. It is mounted securely. It has an adequate amount of fluid on it. The cap is on secure, and the hose is on securely, and it is not leaking or damaged. Okay, and from there I'm going to go to the suspension system. Okay, here's my leaf spring. My leaf spring is not cracked or shifted. It is mounted securely in front by spring mounts, and in the rear to the frame by spring mounts as well. There's also a bushing back there which is intact, and it is not cracked or damaged. My leaf springs are mounted securely to the front axle. My front axle is not cracked or damaged in any way, and it's mounted by 2 U-bolts. My U-bolts are intact, and they are not cracked or damaged. Then I have my shock absorber mounted securely up top to the frame, and to the bottom it's bolted securely to the front axle. It is straight. It is not leaking or damaged in any way. Then I'm going to go to my brake system. Here I have my brake chamber. It's securely mounted. No loose or missing parts. It is not cracked or damaged. Now the brake chamber pushes air into the brake line for the brakes. My brake line here is securely mounted. I don't see any abrasions, bulges, or cuts in my brake line. And here, the small one is my ABS line, my anti-lock brake line. It too is securely mounted, not cracked or damaged, no bulges. Okay, now back up here to past the brake chamber is my slack adjuster and my push rod. Here's my slack adjuster. It's securely mounted, not cracked or damaged. And my push rod. Now, if I were to chalk the tires and release the air out of the, release the brakes, I could come out here and I could move the push rod. It would not move more than 1 inch. Okay. Now in here is my, my brake shoes. If I were to remove this dust cover here, if there is one. I would see that my brake linings would not be excessively thin. They would not be any less than 1/4 of an inch. My brake drum would not be cracked, and I would not see any oil or grease or debris in there. Okay, I'm going to go to my tire. The inside face of my tire, there are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. My tread of my tire is at least 4/32 tread depth. My tread is evenly worn. I don't see any nails or any cuts on my tread of my tire. The face of my tire, once again, I do not see any abrasions, bulges, or cuts. My rim is secured. I don't see any space in between my rim and my tire, which would indicate a flat. My rim does not have any illegal welds, okay? Only the welds by the factory. All of my lug nuts are mounted securely. They are not loose, cracked, or damaged. I do not see any rust trail or any silver threads, which would indicate a loose lug nut, okay? My hub oil seal is intact. All of my bolts are in place and on tight. My hub oil seal is not cracked and is not leaking. Here is my air pressure valve. It is straight. It's got a metal cap on it, maybe, yeah. And this is where I would check the pressure of my tire to see that it has adequate amount of air pressure.
And what is the amount of air it's supposed to have in it? That's the biggest question I have.
Okay, on the bus tires, it's in between 100 and 105. They normally run them at 100. It'll say somewhere here as far as what the pressure should be.
That's one thing I never was able to figure out.